Hello, Darren with Intrepid Survivalist here. In this video, we're going to explore my search for a viable option for a backpacking or survival situation frying pan. I found one option. It's right now the best one I know of. If you know of something you think is better or comparable, please leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to check it out. And thanks for watching the video. If you would, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. And subscribe, and I'll bring you more of this type of stuff. Thanks for watching.
This is what I've been traveling with. This is a koozie I made. I'm going to make another video on how you make these and what materials are in it. But they're very handy. I run an MSR titanium kettle. It's 850 milliliter. It will hold 2 cups of water plus the food, no problem. Inside I keep my alcohol stove. I usually have a bottle of alcohol sitting in it. This little stove is just a Fancy Feast cat food can with some carbon felt in here as a wick, and then a tomato paste can. Might make a video on how to make these. It's one of the coolest little stoves I've ever used. Then it's my windscreen, and the windscreen is just your standard aluminum cheap disposable bacon sheet. And of course the pot. Now this is a pretty lightweight setup. Let's put it all together, get a total weight. What I've been carrying around without the alcohol in it. Make sure the scale zeroes out. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're talking under 7 ounces. So that's a pretty efficient cook kit. But the problem I'm having is I want to fry stuff sometimes. Maybe a burger, maybe an egg, maybe I don't know, make a pancake or something. And this titanium, while it's super tough and super light, it doesn't lend itself well to frying in for several reasons. Number one, the pot is just too deep to be flipping eggs and flipping pancakes and flipping burgers in. And then titanium doesn't transfer heat well at all. So if your heat's right here, over here's cold as can be, so you're just burning your stuff right here in the middle, and over here's not cooking at all. So I was looking at some kits, and they're super sweet kits. I was looking at like the Snow Peak Trek 900 and 1400s. Tokes makes some really nice stuff. They make an 1100, and again, these things are pots like this with a frying pan lid, and the handles fold down or fold around. Tokes, yeah, the 1100. I think they had a 1300 and a 1600. So I thought they were pretty sweet, but again, the lids are titanium, and titanium is just absolutely horrible for the heat transfer factor. And then on top of that, it's sort of more non-stick than stainless a little bit, and it's definitely more non-stick than aluminum, but it's nowhere near as non-stick as regular ceramic or Teflon is. Those things are super non-stick, at least when they're new for a while. So I didn't really want to be cooking in a titanium frying pan because between the heat issues and the sticking issues, so I needed to come up with a solution. And looking around the forums and reading and YouTube and everything else, I found something that a lot of people use. It's made by T-Fal. It's the One Egg Wonder. It's a 5-inch frying pan, and it's my cup sort of. I wish that fit in there better than it does. But it is what it is. But it's not much bigger around than my kettle here, so it'll fit in my mess kit bag. It's big enough to do what I need, just barely. But one major thing I didn't like was this here handle. It creates several problems. Number one, it's sticking out in the middle of nowhere, and how you gonna put that in a stuff sack? And then my other issue was it's not balanced for an alcohol stove. I'd have to off-center this thing so bad that my heat would probably come up around here and heat up this handle and may melt this. This thing really throws out some flame. So I really need it centered, but that's not gonna work. So I want to get rid of this handle. Well, looking around, I found a couple clever people that have gone and cut this handle off, drilled a couple of holes, and then augured out between the two holes to make a slot in this right down about in here, leave a little tail for a leverage area, and make a wire bail handle that's removable. So I didn't know what I was going to do for the wire bail handle, but then I got to thinking, a whisk. This is just a mainstay. It's the cheapest 12-inch whisk I could find. And there's 5 wires here. So I got 5 feet of stainless steel, pretty heavy gauge wire. This thing cost me 88 cents. The pan was $5.50, something like that. I mean, the price goes up and down, change a little bit. Sometimes there's deals on them or coupons or whatever, but it's about a $5 pan, and under $1 for all the stainless steel wire here on this whisk. So I'm gonna go. Let's head out to the shop, chop this off, chop these off, get my wires off of here, and see if we can't make something clever that works. So I'm gonna put some links in the description down below to where you can get this stuff. Amazon sells it, so and I might even throw in some links to the Snow Peak and Toke stuff too. So if you want to go look at them, you can see what they look like. But they make nice stuff. So all right, let's head out to the shop. One other thing I wanted to do prior to heading out there to the shop is get a weight of this frying pan to see how much weight we can lose. So from the factory, as she sits, 4.8 ounces. So let's see if we can drop some pork off that thing by removing this handle. We're gonna cut the handle off right at the base of the plastic there. Now, if you didn't have air tools, I mean, you could have just used a hacksaw and a file to do this. So, but basically, I cut it off right at the base of the plastic there. Now we're going to drill a couple holes, and then I got to find something to auger between the two holes. Maybe I'll drill 2, maybe 3, and then cut between them. I don't think this is going to do it. I don't know. I'll find something. Couple of holes in it there. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. Alright, so now what we're left with is a slot in this thing. So now we've got to make the bail, the handle. So now I'm just going to take my whiz wheel and knock these wires off of this whisk. You could probably just use a pair of wire snippers really, but
go. Approximately five 1-foot pieces of stainless wire for 88 cents.
So last night the grandkids were over and they're awful noisy, so I couldn't shoot video with them around, so I decided to make a test fit handle and play with it before I made the video. Well, I've gone and made this thing and I'm not too happy with the way it turned out, but when things are cheap enough, I always order two in case I mess one up. You know, it's the same way here. So what I did was this is the one I filmed on cutting the handle off and drilling the holes and everything. I drilled them to 5/32. Well, once I made the handle, it had a lot of play in there, and it's a little too jiggly for what I wanted. So this is where you watching my videos and me making the mistakes might save you some money and aggravation. So I went and took the second one, cut the handle off of it, and I drilled the holes to only 3/32 and cut a much smaller slot so that the wire is much tighter in there. So anyhow, now how to make this handle. This loop's going to end up being much bigger than whatever you wrap it around, because this stuff is so springy. So I just used the handle of a wooden spoon, grabbed the hold of this thing, went a little off of center here. Let's see if I can do this without smashing the camera over, and just held it as tight as I could. There. I'm pretty happy with that. Well, this is what you want the end result to look like here. These wires are going to come down the length of this thing. It's going to be tough to see it, but I'll hold it at some different angles, see if you can get an idea. This is how it goes in. The wires are going to come down, then you're going to bend them downward just a little, then outward. So they go right through that metal and hook into it like so. So you just need a tiny bend downward and then outward on each side to go through there. And that's what the end result's supposed to look like. Let's see what we've lost for weight. If I remember correctly, we're at 4.8 ounces. Okay. We're at 4.0 ounces now. So we lost 0.8 of an ounce. Not a lot, but it helps. So there we go. Next time you see this little frying pan. Now, granted, it's a 5-inch frying pan. You're not cooking a 16-ounce T-bone in this thing. It's for being compact, light on the trail, easy to deal with. So, I mean, its uses are a little bit limited, but if you want to do an egg or pancakes or something, it'd be just the ticket. If you're doing, you know, some backpacking. So, if you would subscribe to my channel. This is a I'm not new to YouTube, but this is a new channel for me, and if you would subscribe, give me a thumbs up. It'll help me grow, help me move up in the rankings, and bring you more of this stuff. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the project. Take care. Bye.